to be wrapping up your high school career?
It's fun. I'm excited. We have 11 seniors, so going out there tonight with 10 other guys who've been in the program since we've been in third grade. So it should be fun to go out there with them and just last regular season home game and then the playoffs start.
Very cool. So you had an injury, right? Was it to your calf or your ankle?
Yeah, my calf, Achilles area earlier this year.
But you're feeling better, right?
Yeah.
So you're fully recovered from
Yeah.
that. So how do you think your game's going so far? Was it hard to get back after that injury?
They thought I was going to be out for like almost a month, but I actually was only out for like 2 weeks. So
okay.
I cut the time down about half, so it was actually a quick recovery. So
very cool. I'm glad to hear that. So have you been following Kentucky this season?
Yeah.
And what do you make of their struggles? I know it's, as someone who has to write about it every day, it's kind of hard, so I can only imagine.
Yeah, I think they're on the 4-game losing streak, but I think the pieces they have, I think, are there. I think they just haven't put it together yet, and I think if they start playing harder and, playing for each other, I think that they can make a run in the tournament if they make it, hopefully.
So as a shooter, how frustrating is it for you? Because that's what Kentucky's lacking right now. So how frustrating is it to watch these games and be like, man, I wish I was there this year?
Yeah, I don't know if it's frustrating, but it's kind of exciting to know that next year they're going to need a shooter, and that's what they're missing, like you said, and being able to go in there next year and hopefully make an impact right away with my shooting and scoring.
So do you know any of the guys on the current team?
I talked to Kevin a little bit and Jared.
Okay. Have you talked to him this season or just probably on your visit?
Yeah, I talked to him on my visit, and then I talked to Kevin just a little bit over social media.
Okay. So tell me about your visit. What did you make of Lexington in the UK?
When I first decommitted, it took me about like 3 weeks, and then I went down there for my official, and then it was really cool. The coaches are pretty straightforward with everything, and it seems like all the guys they know what they're there for, and to get to the next level, and that's kind of what I want to do. And then I went there a couple weeks ago for my birthday, and it was college game day. I was there, and it was cool seeing them play against Florida and stuff like that. It was a really good atmosphere.
Very cool. So tell me about the recruiting process with Kentucky. Did you reach out to them when you were thinking about decommitting from Wisconsin, or was it kind of a mutual thing?
It was kind of my AAU coach. Talked to Coach Payne quite a bit. They've always had a relationship because when he was at Oregon, they had a player from the same program as me that went to Oregon. So they always talk, and then they expressed to me, and they heard that I was thinking about decommitting and stuff like that. So they kind of asked my AAU coach what was going on with that, and then they talked to my dad a little bit, and that's kind of how it all went down. And then after I decommitted, they took some time to just relax, and then they came on to me about a week or two after, and then kind of went from there.
So what's it like to get a call from Kentucky saying that they're interested in you?
Yeah, it was actually cool talking with Coach Payne. I was a little nervous at first, especially when Coach Cal came here to watch me work out. I was kind of nervous when they first walked in, but then I got into the groove of things and stuff like that. And they came back to my house, and that was cool having such a legendary coach in my house. And but now we have a pretty good relationship.
So what's that like to have Coach Cal walk into your high school? How did your teammates react and stuff?
They're all waiting, for him and getting pictures with them and stuff like that. So it was cool to see that we can all enjoy it together.
So what's it like to be recruited by Calipari? What's he like on a visit?
Yeah, he's, like I said, all their coaches are straightforward. They don't really sugarcoat anything. He showed me all the guys in the NBA and how much they've made over the last 7 or 8 years. And then he just told me, he doesn't promise anything to anybody. He said, Anthony Davis was the best player in the country coming out of high school, but he didn't promise anything, so everything's really earned. So that's what I like about it.
All right, cool. So I know you said you picture yourself as the next Devin Booker.
Yeah.
So when did you start following Booker? Was it while he was at Kentucky?
Yeah, I would say I watched him a little bit in high school at some of his mixtapes, and then at Kentucky I saw him, and then I just followed him while he was in the NBA a lot. Now I talk to him sometimes, so I talked to his trainer quite a bit too, and we're gonna try to hook up before I get down there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, have you met him yet?
Yeah, I talk to him almost every Monday. He sends me a little motivational, quote that he.
Devin or Devin's trainer?
Devin's trainer.
Okay.
So he, we're gonna try to work out before I go to UK.
So I've got to ask, since you were a Wisconsin commit, in 2015, were you cheering for Kentucky or Wisconsin in that game?
Probably Wisconsin. I wasn't committed anywhere, but I was always going for my home state, so that was, it was cool to see Wisconsin win.
Yeah, how weird has that been to like the flip, Yeah,
it's been weird, a lot of student sections that we play against, stuff like that. They're all wearing Badger gear, calling me a snake and stuff like that. But I guess it's cool.
How do you deal with that?
I guess having my teammates and my coaches that believe in me and stuff like that. So just being able to know that guys have my back and that we're always, we always go together when we go to war.
Do you think it's made you stronger, both as a person and a player?
I definitely think that my character's got better ever since I decommitted, just because I have to focus on the things that are around me and just let everybody else talk and say what they believe.
And kind of along those lines, when you weren't named to the McDonald's All-American game, like what kind of fuel did that give you?
I was actually really mad with that game. So when that roster came out, so I was, the next day I just went to the gym at 5 in the morning. I pretty much go every morning now. Just when I make it, hopefully, I just want to, when they ask me why I did it and stuff like that, I just want to, remember when they left me out of the McDonald's All-American game. Did
Cal reach out to you after that?
Yeah, he said that he believed I should have been in the game and stuff like that. All the coaches said that, but I mean, to me, it's all political things. Who you know, who you don't know is how you get in the game.
Right. So, but on the flip side, you did get your 5th star. What was that like? Did it kind of make up for it a little bit?
Yeah, I guess. I think it kind of made like the McDonald's committee look even more like, why wasn't I in the game if I'm a 5-star and stuff like that. But it was cool getting the 5-star ranking now.
So how close are you with Keldon Johnson and Emmanuel Quickly? Do you know them at all? Or?
Yeah, we pretty much talk every day. We have a group chat and we play video games and stuff together. So it's good to know that I'm going with some guys that I'm familiar with. And we're at the USA mini training camp in October, so we know each other pretty well.
So what goes on in the group chat? Are you all like talking during UK games and being like, that'll be us next year?
Yeah, that'll be us and stuff like that. But we just wanted to, we see what the guys are doing this year and how they've been losing and stuff, and we pretty much just said to each other that we got to go out there and fight together and know that put the NBA and stuff to the side and just focus on what our main goal and winning the national title is.
All right. So what kind of player should Kentucky fans expect off of the court? I think we know your game on the court pretty well, but
I think I'm willing to talk to anybody and stuff like that. I'm really, I guess I would say I'm funny and outgoing. I don't really turn down fans or anything like that. So if anyone comes up to me for a picture or anything like that, I'll definitely do it.
And you've gotten a small taste of that already, right, on your visits?
Yeah. Actually, when I went to the mall when I got there, and like right when I walked in the mall, there was like 10 people who asked for a picture like right away, and that was just kind of cool.
Is it weird?
Yeah, it was weird knowing that a lot of people already know me, and I'm not there yet, but it should be fun.
So how many people have sacrificed to get you where you are now, and what would you like to say to them, especially on your senior night, to thank them?
I'll say my coaches, my high school coach is his first year, and then his coaching staff is his first year. They sacrificed a lot for me, and then my parents, obviously, my brothers, and then all my trainers. All
right, do you have a message for Kentucky fans that you want to send them?
It won't be like this year.
All right. I forgot to ask. So what was it like to get a direct message from LeVar Ball and Big Baller Brand?
I don't know. I told my parents right away, and all they said was no, don't even respond. So I didn't even respond to them. But it was kind of funny seeing him like in my direct messages. I thought it was funny.
What do you think of him and what he's trying to do?
I mean, I don't want to hate on him or LaMelo or any of his kids. So I support what they're doing, but I just don't think that's the path I want to go down.
Fair enough. And I saw on Instagram you have some UK shoes, some custom UK shoes you're going to be wearing. Are you wearing them tonight, or are they just?
I'm going to wear them tonight, but one of my friends did it for me.
Very cool. All right, and last question. E.J. Montgomery, I know Kentucky's still kind of interested in him. Do you know him at all, and have you guys talked?
Yeah, we went to the Adidas Nations 2 summers ago, so I would reach out to him, and he said he's interested in Duke and North Carolina, all the blue bloods and stuff like that. So we'll just have to see what happens.
What do you think of all the momentum Duke's getting? Like they got Zion, they've got R.J. Barrett, and all those guys. Do you think that's kind of rekindled the Duke UK rivalry? Or
I think we play them our first game next year, so I think that'll be fun. We'll see if they can put all that talent together, but hopefully we'll be able to get them.